Hello Pisces, this is your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Pisces. Reading for the week of September 5th through September 10th, where we are culminating the energy currently up to the full moon in Pisces on September 10th. These are general readings, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it does not resonate for you. You can book a personal reading through my website. That information is in the description box below. I will also be doing an extended reading to this reading, Pisces, which if you resonate with this reading and want to follow us over onto Patreon, that link is in the description box below as well. Membership is $5 a month and you get unlimited extended readings as well as other content that I upload, which includes astrological energy updates, etc., etc. So Pisces, let's get started for you. Oh, one last thing before we do. If you like this video, please click the like button. That will help get the messages circulated through the YouTube algorithms here. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. That would also help this channel grow as well as spread the messages out for more to find them here on YouTube. Okay, that's all for me, Pisces. Let's get into your reading. Calling in the guidance. What does Pisces need to know for this week? What is Pisces experiencing? And what will be helpful for Pisces to understand during this week? And if you find this reading and it is not the week of September 5th through the 10th, or even the year 2022, but you were guided to it, it resonates with you, please know that time is not a straight linear line. It is in cycles. We circle back to energies a lot. So if the reading resonates for you, the reading is for you. And these basically are timeless. However, I am calling in for the energy of the week of September 5th through September 10th for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My right eye is beginning to twitch. I don't know if that is a message for you, Pisces. The right side of the body is the masculine energy. Right side of the brain is feminine energy. It's a little flip-flop between the brain and the body functions. But because my eye is not my brain, that would be the masculine energy, which is the more logical side. It's not gender, this is energy. So the more logical, practical parts of you may be twitchy, maybe a little frazzled, stressed. Let's find out why for Pisces. Although, please know that our feminine energy is on the rise, especially with the astrological influences and the solar flares. The sun is also assisting us in our evolutionary process. Third eye chakra for Pisces. First card out. Your third eye chakra is actually between your eyebrows. It is linked to the pineal gland within the brain. But I'm getting your intuitive senses are starting to pick up. And this may have your logical mind and logical body a little frazzled. I understand that very, very much so, Pisces. Let's keep going though. Try not to stress, try not to fret. This is actually very natural. And if you need guidance through this, especially if you're having physical ailments, you can book a guidance session through my website as well. Okay, we also have memories of love. Pisces, yeah, with a lot of retrograde planets in retrograde right now. Currently 6. Mercury will be stationing retrograde this Friday, September 9th. That will be 7 planets in retrograde. We're all going through a huge internal review and review of our life. We're going through a life review. So Pisces, you're not alone. A lot of us are having memories of the past come back up. And these are memories that we're fond of. These are memories, the heart chakra is coming online. So we are being called to remember loving moments, memories of love, which is a beautiful thing. This helps with the process. Especially, and also when we start to get connected to the heart chakra and the energy of love, that is one of the first things that begins to open back up are the memories of that sensation in the past. Could have been your first kiss, your first love, when you're a child. So many memories come up when we're going through this nostalgic period of the journey. Apparently you are a Pisces right now, and that's a beautiful place to be. Okay, on the floor, any cards that go onto the floor, that is a message for you to pay attention to, Pisces. Just FYI, if I can find it. Okay, here we go. I thought I saw it, the sacral chakra. We have been in sacral energy for quite some time now, Pisces, all of us as a collective. The sacral chakra is just below the belly button, the navel, the womb, but it is not linked to just feminine body parts. This is our creative energy center. The energy center that is linked to where we get our creative juices flowing, our imagination is linked to it. Our creativity, our imagination, fantasy even. This is also linked to our libido, creation of life, as well as how deeply we actually can connect to other people. Is it more surface level? If you're not able to open up more or connect to other people in a deeper manner, your sacral chakra is most likely imbalanced and needs to have some work done, which energetically we actually are when we're sleeping. When we have that downtime, our physical body is being upgraded energetically with, okay. Last night, Pisces, when I was lying in bed, now I get notifications every time the Schumann spikes or there's big changes in the Schumann, and also from the Space Weather app, I get notifications every time we're getting solar flares, geomagnetic storms. I also have an app for earthquakes. Last night, Pisces, the last couple of nights, but last night specifically, we had multiple back-to-back earthquakes, giant ones all around, mostly within the mid-Atlantic ridge. China had one as well. A lot of solar activity is working on the planet and us, physically, our bodies, and energetically. So know that when I was lying in bed last night, I could feel energy all through my crown and my scalp and the back of my neck. And if you lay still enough, you can feel the energy flowing through your body. You can feel the changes in your physical body. So pay attention to that. It's very subtle. For some, it's not. For some, it's like, whoa, what is that? And it depends. You know, sometimes I get zapped too by certain energies. The last card out for you is the Destiny card. I see this as the North Node. The North Node in Taurus. Currently, this is the destiny that our soul is pulling us towards. It's our ego and our fear that holds us. We hold on to the familiar and the past, and you can't really stop the North Node. You can either hold on to your past and get dragged along, and it's very painful, not fun, or you can let go and allow the energy, allow your soul, allow the natural flow of energy to guide you and show you. And the bottom of this deck for Pisces is financial and material changes. So you may be going through, or you will be experiencing soon, some pretty big changes within your finances, within certain material aspects of your life. Change is not a bad thing. Change is always good, but sometimes change is scary. So that is something that you don't want to hold on, basically, as the last message. You know, you want to flow with the river instead of clinging onto the rock or trying to swim upstream. You're going to exhaust yourself, and you end up getting washed back anyway to where the energy is taking you. Below that is the throat chakra. So, and wisdom and heart chakra. Oh, see, Pisces, I knew, I got the chills. All of your chakras are being worked on right now energetically. You've got a lot of things going on, whether you know it or not, and it's okay if you don't. But if you're feeling a little restless, or sometimes when the energies move through us, we can get a lot of energy and we're not like jittery, or the opposite, extremely exhausted, because the body takes time to adapt to higher frequencies and changes, abrupt changes. But this is not anything to be fearful of. So we're going to dive into this a little deeper for you, Pisces. This is exciting. I'm excited for you. Try not to be afraid. Try not to cling or hold on. Everything will make sense. It may not make sense right now. Third eye chakra. Follow what your intuition, follow what your mind's eye is telling you. There are visions, impressions that you get in your mind's eye. We all do. But then we allow our logical mind to tell us, oh, that's this or that's that. Or you're just so used to it from childhood that you don't even realize it's happening. That was the case with me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what this is all along? I thought it was just my imagination. Until the synchronicities, until you're met with somebody else, until you experience telepathy, until you experience instant manifestation, then you're like, okay, there's a lot more to this than I realize at all. Where were we? Okay, so we're going to start with the third eye chakra for you, Pisces. And you are a very spiritual, mystical sign. Black Swan. Aha. Nine of Swords. Yeah, this experience, or some experience. You may be experiencing a dark night of the soul right now, which is really the part of the journey where we're met with our shadow. We're met with those aspects of ourselves that we've denied existed, that we've thrown to the side, or we actually are, negative self-talk. But it's so much deeper than that. It's disillusionment, realizing that you were living your life as a lie. You were following lies. This is, dark night of the soul is very, very painful, but it is a necessary part of the process. Mental anguish. Yeah, the shadow self. But this also, over time, as you allow the energy to strip away layer by layer old versions of you, old patterns, past pain, you begin to feel lighter and heal through all of that. So it seems as though that you're in that part of the process right now. And as you go through the dark night of the soul, there are times it can be even scarier because the intuitive senses are opening up more. And yet you're still in a darker, shadowy version of yourself. So things that you're picking up on and seeing are horrific or scary. It could even be, it depends on how tuned in your spidey senses are. I remember when I was going through that, I called them the shadow people, because these shadows, they looked like people or figures would go by my walls every now and then. It was usually when I was going through something, and it was the way I was viewing the energy, because I was in a dark place, because that scared me. It intensified that. It intensified what was inside of me projecting outside of me. I'll try not to go too deep into that for you, Pisces, but there will be an extended that you can check out on Patreon. We may go a lot deeper here with this. But know that this is definitely part of the process. And try to have more of a lighthearted, childlike wonder quality about this part of the journey. It will really help. And you'll start picking up on more of the mystical, magical aspects to life that all human beings have the potential of experiencing if they open themselves up to it and remove the barriers and the walls and the conditioning and programming that we've all been put under, so that we are not able to access these gifts that we all possess. If you know where I'm going there, Pisces. All right, let's go with memories of love. Oh, Pisces, Queen of Wands. This is a beautiful thing. I was picking up something, especially from the eyes. This is bringing you or reminding you of an intense love, and an intense love of life as well. This is pure determination that you're going to pull through this dark night, this shadow work that you're going through. It's bringing you to a much deeper connection to life itself, and it bringing you to loving an intensified love of life. You may be having help with your spirit guides, the guidance that we all have that follows us all. And it can be, loved ones that have passed on. I know my dad is always around, my grandparents too, and I have others. I have a whole team, a tribe, I call them. We all do. When you start connecting with them more, they will send you all kinds of gifts and messages. And I'm looking at an eagle feather right now that was plopped into my lap basically a few weeks ago when I was going through a tough time. And that was from my grandmother's. So let's keep going, Pisces. Sacral chakra. And the more and more you connect to energies and entities from other worlds, other realms, the more you're open to that, they love to engage with us. And you can have a lot of fun with that. Trust me. You don't really need another human being in your life anymore, although it is healthy to socialize with human beings too. But sometimes, we can kind of go into our little magical, mystical wonderland, and I encourage you to do that, especially at this time, Pisces. All right, so with the sacral chakra, we have the Ace of Cups. There might not be an imbalance after all. The Nautilus, the Ace of Cups, pure joy. Fulfillment, true fulfillment. This speaks of divine inspiration, Pisces. So you definitely have some angels, some guides. You've got a really beautiful energy surrounding you right now that is really working to open you up, open your senses up to see them, to not see them with your eyes, but sense them, feel them, and play with them. Go out in nature because they'll show you a lot. I mean, you can be just in your house too. It's fine. That's a beautiful and really working on the creative flow for yourself. And I'm not talking arts and crafts. I mean, that's a great outlet, but whatever outlet you use your creative energy for and get joy and fulfillment out of that. That is what is you're being guided towards that right now. So follow your joy. Follow what makes you feel good and happy. Truly, you and not anybody else. Do not let anybody in on this part right now. You can eventually, but this is so sacred. This is so, the beginning of a deep connection with spirits that have surrounded you the entire time you were alive on this planet. They're talking to me right now. So Destiny, the Tiger, King of Wands, loyalty, an honorable spirit. I want to cry. I don't know what this energy is, but it is a happy cry. This is a specific message for somebody out there, Pisces. You have a lot of support right now from the spirit realms, from your team, your tribe, and there's a deep loyalty in not letting you down. And I don't think that you want to let yourself down either. I feel like you're already picking up on all of this and you are kind of flowing with it. You get a little nervous. And I understand that. I've been there. Trust me. It's so different than what we're used to, but it's also beautiful. It feels like home because it truly is. It's your higher self. You are becoming whole again. All of your layers, all of your parts, all of your layers. And at the bottom of this deck is the Ace of Wands, the squirrel. And this speaks of having a bright future. Use your imagination, Pisces. This is a great time to work on manifesting what it is that you do desire to experience now. You are free to float about and have these experiences. They want you to. Destiny is calling you to. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, maybe in the past you started to go down this route I'm getting with the swirl. Maybe a little too soon, maybe really confused, maybe so mesmerized by something or someone that you jumped the gun a little too fast into something you didn't understand and then retreated back because you weren't ready. This speaks of a false start. So you may have had a false start on this part of the journey a while back, and that may have you a little nervous. So you may be somewhat familiar with what's going on, but now it's really opening up for you. So allow it to. It seems as though you're ready now, whereas in the past you were not fully ready yet. There were still some old parts of you that had to be recognized and let go of. I'm going to get an advice card for you, Pisces, and if this is where you end off, I wish you well. But if you want to continue on with this reading, follow us over on Patreon. The link is below. You can look it up also under my name, Paige McHugh. All the information is in the description box below. And for Patreon, you do have to be a member. It costs $5 a month. And you get unlimited extended readings every month, as well as the astrology, as well as all the other content that I upload. I am now solely utilizing these platforms for the readings. I was gifting a lot of free readings out on Facebook, which I will do from time to time, but I've been really strongly guided to go in this direction. And so we'll see how that goes. But for you, Pisces, what is your advice for Pisces? We have growth. I feel so much, I feel there's a lot of spirits, a lot of beings that are very proud right now of this moment, of you, of this part of your journey, and to be a part of this journey. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Ooh, throat chakra. Excuse me. I'm going to read this from the book. This is beautiful. I have such a beautiful, warm and fuzzy feeling right now, Pisces, from this reading. I can't wait to continue it. Let's see. Okay. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Exactly what I was just saying, isn't it, Pisces? Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given. Well, I mean, there's not much more to say here, Pisces. That is your reading for this week. And if you would like to continue on with the extended, link in the description box, information in the description box below. Thanks, Pisces. Take care.